Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws, in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We here rocking out. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. First thing we can clear the air. Jayden, all right, though. He fine. Little bruised rib joint, but he good though, Aaron. We don't no cause for concern, right?
No, not this time.
My man, when you was watching the game, that joint had me a little bit shook because I was like, but these Bama's mud hold him, bro. Is this a new day?
What you mean? In what way?
These Bama's won still, even though Jayden was out, they still put a mud hole in him.
The Panthers are one of the worst organizations and teams in the history of football. So
They are bad.
You got to give them credit for not playing down to the level of competition, which has been the case in the last 10 years at least. So they did what they were supposed to do, and they blowing everybody out. But, Bama's was slandering Mariota. Took him a while to warm up, same as Russ. But then when he got cooking, he got cooking.
He got cooking.
And it was also good to see the coaches not take their foot off the gas and allow the team to get in a position to have the Panthers come back. Because, a lot of times you'll see teams go prevent, especially here, and then all of a sudden the tone of the game completely changes. Like they put the foot on the neck the entire time. It was passing downfield the entire time. And that's not just in regards to hitting parlays. The Bama was out there trying to, it seemed like give Marcus Mariota some work in case he had to play next week. So
yeah,
he looked good.
He looked good, dog. He looked solid, dog. I mean, clearly it's levels to him and Jayden, but just the offense, dog. I gotta give Cliff Kingsbury credit, dog, because the offense, like he came in the game and was still like drove the team down the field. Took him a little bit to like get in rhythm. A couple passes was off target, but for the most part, like they scored. I mean, I know the Panthers is bad, but I just maybe it's just because I'm scarred though. Once Jayden went down, I'm like, oh, here we go. Like this drink about to be a whole. Nah, Bob. It's just a whole different culture in the building. And I'm not even like, even when he was going back to the locker room, I'm just like, well, they don't even need to bring him out, though. We up 27-0. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, if we're in the closer game, I believe there's a chance he would have just ended up back in the game. But they didn't do it. So what was the point of sending them out there? First of all, the optics will be bad. Secondly, you didn't need it.
Yeah. 5-2. Do you think he plays this week versus the Bears?
100%. Like they're not gonna miss out on that money.
You're right about that, dog. They definitely going.
It'll probably be the highest watch game of the season in the whole NFL.
Yeah,
it's at the 4 o'clock already.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, I can't wait, bro. It just feels so different having a team to root for, bro. You've been dog, but I've been rooting like half-heartedly rooting.
By week 4 because they be sorry.
Hey, dog, I mean, all the teams being a hat by week 6, dog. I'm already picking a new team where I'm gonna ride out for the year because I just can't mess with these Bamas, dog. But these jokers is playing, huh?
Yeah, and I think you see the improvement week to week, which has never been the case in the last probably 30 years, where they started out, the defense was really, really bad. And even though they play in a bad team, the players are still the same. And the Panthers, once they made the switch at quarterback, they had some success, at least scoring the ball, moving the ball that they didn't have against Washington. There was a good chance they was going to get donut up until, they gave up a touchdown drive later on in the second half. So the defense looked way better. The pass rush, which was trash starting out, Fowler looking like he about to be most improved player. Looking like
where they find him? I know he was coming out. He was a first-round draft pick. Bam was
a and he tore his ACL off the rip, and just hasn't been playing. Now he looking like that old Fowler. So they just been able to find players
and just ignite players. Yeah, bro. They just being able to squeeze the juice out of these Bama's, dog. I'm
Whoa.
like,
And then the tall receiver that they got.
Noah
Noah,
Brown.
no, I like that man.
Yeah.
Hands catcher. Might be the only hands catcher on the team.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Hey, dog, these Bama's is hitting on their decisions too. Because Jahan Dawson, I was like, I don't know, bro. But apparently, the wide receiver room, all right. We straight.
Yeah, I think Noah Brown, then McCaffrey has been a contributor at different places. There's a kid Brown who I don't like because he can't catch, but he's still made plays throughout the course of the season. They felt like they were fine without Jahan, and they had been thus far.
Dog, the old line, Ern. We got the Hawks. Is the Hawks back?
Ever since Coleman got healthy and got into the starting lineup, was it like week 3? They've been very different than the first 2 games.
Bro, the old line. Dog, Mariota had hot pocket time. I never seen a Washington Commanders team with a hot pocket. It's always been like, this is what it's been being a Commanders fan, dog. Like, it's all, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. Like, it's never been every facet of the team is just like working together. Like the special teams, Bama's is striking, bro. They look like they're having fun. Dog, I never seen it, Joe. It looks so different, bro. I'm trying to be chill, but they got me hyped. Because we got a legitimate chance to really run the table in NFC East.
I think they definitely going to split a game with the Eagles. But everybody else, they're going to punish the Giants. I think they're going to punish the Cowboys both games. I think, you know, the Eagles still got A.J. Brown back. They got Devontae Smith. I think that's going to be a harder game for them because their defenders are still their defenders.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to have to 40 the Eagles to get that W because the Eagles going to be able to score.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They've been 40 in everybody, but other than the Ravens and the Bucks, but
yeah, we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see. Speaking of money issues, dog, why is the WNBA? Why are these youngins doing this?
Stop. You got
why the WNBA trying to fight? Come on, bro. There's not gonna be no WNBA. Is you up in the bread for the price? I know viewership has gone up. I understand that, you know, more eyes on the joint. I think they believe it's an advantageous opportunity to try to like get more out of it. It's not, bro. What you think gonna happen? You think they gonna get more bread and they just going? It might be a lockout, bro.
They might get less bread.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have a NBA final game in that 67-62 and then all of a sudden think you got leverage to try to put. No, bro. It just, I don't know what business, like who's advising these youngins, dog, in this realm of like, I just don't.
You just said an oxymoron.
What's that?
Advising youngins. You know they don't listen. So they don't listen. So what you mean?
Dog, I'm saying how this is gonna play out. They're gonna be trying to get more bread and ask for this stuff, and they're gonna be like, no. And then they're gonna try to like garner support through the media and like cry on TV, and
that's what everybody does.
We should did that, and this and this. They try to change the public perception, only for it not to really matter. Dog, I listen, no disrespect to the game, the youngest who hoop and all like that. I know they can hoop. My man told me a story where he was in the gym one time and there was a WNBA youngin in that gym cooking everybody and nobody could stop her or whatever. I wasn't in the gym, so I it's his story, not mine. But say all that to say, I just, at the end of the day, if they're not dunking, I didn't even know the game was being played. The New York Liberty joint. I wasn't even I was folding clothes, bro.
First of all, why would you have your finals on when football's on? That's first and foremost.
It's just, dog, I don't. until they change the people who are in charge, that need to be in they collective bargaining agreement. Whoever's running the joint got to be out ski, because they just don't have any concept of like sports viewership and what people are doing. You can't have basketball games at 2 in the afternoon and expect people to be tuned in. You can't have Bama's go 1 for 12, 1 for 20 in a game. I'm talking about not even the scrubs. Your best players can't buy a bucket. And you expect people to watch? And like, come on, bro. They need to just go ahead, fast track Caitlin Clark into the finals and into whatever space they need to put her in. Give her the Jordan rules and just make her the face of the league. Because that's your cash cow. Without her, it's just not. I mean, I know some of these other girls can play and they can hoop, but it just, you need star power. And it's just lacking in the WNBA. Bro, and if you want the revenue to go up, it's like it's just gonna be. I'm actually disheartened by the whole attempt because it's just gonna fail miserably.
But that's business. You got to negotiate. You can't just say, "Oh, we sorry, we're not worth it. We're not going to opt out."
No, I'm not saying that either, Aaron. But I'm saying they're stopping the their agreement. Like they got an agreement in place to next year.
But they got right? They opted out. That means they got an option.
All right. I just think
Bama's always talking about women don't get paid the same amount because they don't know how to negotiate. They try to negotiate. If they don't get it, they don't get it. But you ain't gonna get it if you don't try.
That's true.
That's true. Mediocre business people in this country. It's just because you have an NBA, which is a superior standard, and so Bama's holding that. NBA. It's a lot of mediocre business around here that Bama's want to renegotiate. We want more money. Bama's all across the government that don't have work. We want step increases regardless of how little work it. Like everybody want more money, so I can't be mad at the youngest for trying. But when the tears come on the TV, if they get locked out,
you know the tears is coming on the TV, dog. You already know they're gonna be at the podium crying like we should be playing right now, and because they don't want to honor it, they don't want to give us wages. Like this is unfair. Like blah blah blah. And Bama's just going like I'm not gonna miss a beat, dog. Like it's not going. If no games is played, it's not like it doesn't have the same. It doesn't garner the star power that some of these other professional sports is. I mean, it just that's what you need as a leveraging tool. Like you need people. You need to be in demand. You might mess around and that joint lose all the momentum you've kind of garnered up until this point. Like Bama's really might not care. Like it might just be like we ain't signing no check. They're like y'all gonna take this money or y'all don't gonna take nothing. And if games don't be played, we straight. That dog, they gonna. I'm be making more. I'm be earning more than them Bama's, dog. If they mess around and keep playing, I mean, but you're right. They got to negotiate. I don't know, bro. I just think it's different ways in which you got to like kind of navigate it, or ways in which they could probably increase their leverage that I don't know that they're thinking about or considering. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it play out, though. It's gonna be interesting to see how it play out. Same as this election, dog. I know this is not sports related, but dog, Donald Trump about to win the presidency, dog. Are
you shocked?
It's becoming clearer and clearer to me as time goes on, dog. Because I'm just like, and I know people don't want to hear that. They be like, "What do you mean?" Like people are gonna like, bro, you don't understand. I just came back. I drove through Virginia. Trump signs everywhere, dog. Everywhere, bro. Then did you see the ad that they had on TV for the
Day Them?
Nah, the one with Charlamagne the God and Envy, DJ Envy, and they were talking about like the same sex letting trans play in sports against females, like men trans playing against women's in sports. And then they have like I think Charlamagne and like Envy are like talk. It's like a clip, it's a snippet, but they're talking about like how like Kamala's for endorsing
Day Them. That's the Day Them commercial.
Oh yeah,
They like she's for they them, he's for you, or something like that.
Oh yeah. But like the sex changes in the jail, so people who have been incarcerated, like for them to be able to get sex changes and stuff like that. So, and people like, I don't want my tax dollars going to that. No, this is all in the ad. This is all in the ad. I said
Israel, the bomb Palestinians.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's all in the ad. Like I'm just, the method in which they're going about like trying to campaign for Kamala, they gotta play dirty. They gotta take the gloves off.
They can't. They can't because it's women in charge over it.
All you gotta do is just play all the stuff that Donald Trump has already said throughout the gate. Like you need to have a montage. Bring it all back. Grab them by the muyaya. Just bring it all back.
Because it's a feature, not a glitch. Bama's keep acting like it's gonna turn people off and turn people on. The people that like him love that stuff, dog.
No, yeah, AB, Antonio Brown, CTE, Mr. CTE.
He said they won't put tampons in the boys' bathroom. Dog, it's
no.
You gotta admit this stuff is funny.
But this is the thing though. It's those type of talking points are sticking. Like they're sticking points.
Yes.
So it's hurting all of Kamala's like any kind of momentum she can try to get. You said what? No, it just and that joint is so disheartening.
Because WNBA, it's the same people in charge over there. That's a WNBA. They don't have a clue about marketing.
They don't have a clue about marketing and what it's like. You need sound bites. You need stuff that's sticking points that's going to hit hard. Because at the end of the day, people don't even know, like people, even black people, like don't even know all the things that like the Democrats have done for black people and since they've been in office. Like you should be championing that stuff. You should be, because clearly on the other side, them Bammers they got the marketing plan for the black community on lock, dog. They got a whole script. They're like, oh, we're gonna get them Bammers some Instagram reels. We're gonna do this. We're gonna flash it. Like it just.
You got the same people in charge of the marketing department for the Democratic Party as the WNBA. That's your answer.
You gotta get them all out of here. If you wanted to have a real change, dog, because I can just see
it's over. Bama's voting next week. Bama's voting now, actually.
You seen the movie? You seen the movie Civil War?
No.
Go watch that joint, dog.
Joint Vision.
That joint. It seemed like we just like a couple years away from it, dog. That joint. That's what it seemed. Dog. I'm about to have to go up to Sunny Surplus, go give me a hammer and some fatigues, dog.
Got you strapped up.
Dog, this joint wild, bro. And I'm like, it's so plain to see what they like. How this? It's like when the Commanders had Ron Rivera in charge and Babs is just playing Taylor Heineke and trying to. I'm like, oh my god, like dog, it's so simple. Sports and politics is so simple, bro. Like it's just not. It's at this point, it's all it is a popularity contest. You don't even have to. You don't even have to be true or right or you
wrestling. You just got to come up with wrestling promos.
That's it. That's it, dog. You need to call Hollywood and say, hey, we need to just scrap your whole team. All the Bammers in the back, like, your agenda for today is to do X, Y. Like, scrap all that, dog. We scrapping all that. We getting the best. We calling Kai Connect. What's the Bammer that got all the followers on we calling him. We call it Drewski. We earn. If you trying to win, this is what you gotta do.
I got it.
This is what you gotta do, Aaron. This is it. This is how information is passed in 2020.
We don't understand that part.
You need every Bama from 18 to 25 at the ballot, because if you just leave it up to the old fogies, you're not getting it, bro. It just like it's so like, oh my goodness, bro. It's so frustrating.
We're known they idiots. And so why are you frustrated now? It's like you expected Ron Rivera to win in year 4 after you say it's the same stuff.
No.
You make the wrong decision at every turn, but you want the outcome to be different. When Bammers don't listen, it's just like we say, 90% of the population don't. When Bammers don't listen, they got to have a hard consequence. And even though you may want the same thing they want, just like rooting for the Washington Redskins back in the day, when you see the decisions being made, you know what the outcome is going to be. So you can't even let yourself get frustrated. You got to let Bammers take the L's, laugh, and say, we told you so. And like you said, wait on the old fogies and the people that's marketing the WNBA that's also marketing.
That's what I'm saying, though, Aaron. It's not enough. See, the demographic of people that's actually going to vote and that care, it's not enough for them. Like, it's split. And a majority of them is going with the cheese man. So it's like you have to find something else. Like, you have to get something else.
It's over. The race is over. You might as well focus on 2020. Was it 2028?
20. There ain't gonna be no more 2020, dog. It's over after this, dog. Civil War the movie. Go watch it. It's over after this, dog.
I'll be ecstatic. I've been waiting for Thursday. I'll be ecstatic. I ain't gotta go to Sammy Surplus. I'm ready now. So
hey, dog, it's about to be wild. All right, on to some other sports. Basketball is back, dog. You hype? We got Knicks in Boston, Minnesota, LA. Let's get it.
LA is not for the actual basketball. You know it don't get decent until the playoff, or at least after the All-Star break.
Yeah. They're junk like baseball to me. I don't watch for the first month and a half, 2 months. I kind of follow it loosely, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really like all engaged in it until it actually matters. I actually would be a proponent of like cutting the season down, because it just 82 games is just it's a long season, bro. Like, I mean, put it at like 50, then you make the games mean more. Like you kind of get some of what the NFL has with the games meaning more if you just, cut them. But of course they're not gonna go backwards because it's too much bread in it, and they just like, they got their model set up, but still. The Wizards, we'll see what they talking about, though. I just go ahead and get Cooper Flag. Just tank to get Cooper Flag. I don't care at this point. I don't care. Minnesota and LA, that's a good one. I'm gonna watch that joint tonight in TNT. And then you got New York and Boston. Those are two good games. Yeah. I think it's game one, but I think Boston will get the one at home. And I got Minnesota beating the Lakers, but in a close one. Okay. Basketball out the way. Now on to football. Let's see what we got here. This past week, New England, they lost to Jacksonville. So this is the thing. Drake May didn't play bad. I guess all the numbers are up with New England, but still, bro, they lost. And Jacksonville's a bad team. So they whatever. Seattle, mudhole Atlanta, brought Kirk Cousins back down to earth. Then you had Tennessee at Buffalo, mudhole Tennessee. Tennessee played Mason Rudolph, who's trash. So they done. They might be picking number one next year. I think Tennessee might be picking number one. And if they got the number one pick, who should they get? Cam Ward or Shador?
Say that again.
If they get number one pick, the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward or Shador?
Shador is the number one quarterback prospect in this draft, and it's not close. We're not talking about even Cam Ward. Like, Cam Ward is nice. Like, I would draft him in the first round, but the other two guys they trying to throw in the conversation, they're not first round quarterbacks.
The other guys are trash.
He's not a guy. Ewers is not a guy that's going to be taken in the first round, and you keep your job.
Yeah. They're going to take him in the first round. Somebody's going to take him in the first round.
The same way they took Levi's and some of these other guys we told them not to take, you'll be without a job. Daniels, you'll be without a job.
Yeah.
Well, they won't.
Oh, they won't. Yeah, you're right, though. Shador is that guy. I'm with you 100% on that. I watched enough to be able to say he got everything you need to go to the next level. And his dad is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he might be the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen in college. Ever.
Wow. I think pro ready potentially too, because you
know
can just tell like he has a pro way.
Yeah, the Bama went from Jackson State to major FBS football in 1 year and cooked out the gate 510 yards. So like, no, he got it. He just got it.
Yeah, Cincinnati beat Cleveland. Deshaun Tickle Me Watson is done.
They've been praying to the voodoo dolls on that Bama.
Dog, he tore his Achilles. I saw the joint. As soon as it happened, I said, oh no, Achilles. I know exactly what that looked like. He finished, bro. Dog, I thought it was a little not upsetting, but I felt bad that the crowd was chanting, "You deserve it."
They're bad people. We already know this.
That's low. That's low. And I heard Jameis Winston trying to defend him to the people, but I'm just like, bro, it's like, come on, bro. The Bama tore his Achilles. He on the sideline crying. And like, you deserve it. Like all in unison, bro. I'm like, oh.
And that's only because he wasn't performing. If he was cooking like the rapist Ben Roethlisberger, everybody act like nothing ever happened. They completely forgot.
There you go. Yeah, they do that in a heartbeat. It's bad. So they gonna probably turn to Jameis or Dorian Thompson, one of the players they got on the roster. I don't know what Cleveland's gonna do. They should have kept Flacco from last year, then they'd have been straight because Flacco is a solid backup for real. Green Bay beat Houston 24-22. It was a burner. That joint went down to the wire. Jordan Love is looking like the real deal. He looking like a come up for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, he showed flashes last year, but he looking good this year.
They got the cleanest record drafting quarterbacks in the history of football. Though. They go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love.
Yeah, they don't miss, though. I don't know how they do it, but they don't miss. And yeah, it's showing. Then you have Miami at the Indianapolis Colts. Colts beat Miami. I mean, Tua comes back potentially next week. They desperately need Tua, dog. Tua said he's not wearing the protective helmet either. He said he's going out that joint pinball machine. He don't care.
No, I mean, what you want Bama to do?
You don't think he should guard his nugget? You got to guard the nugget, bro. You can't.
He just dove into the man's crotch and it's his own neck.
No, that's what I'm saying. Bama ain't even get hit. He dove and injured himself. And then his hands did the coil motion. Bro, come on, bro. You got to put whatever helmet. You need the next gen helmet for your wig piece, bro. You got to do everything. Put toilet tissue, toilet paper inside. Whatever you got to do to protect your nugget, you got to do it, bro. Because the next one, he might be coughing up blood or spitting out foam. He going to be back. Who they play next week? Oh, we'll get into that. That's Lock Factory. Sorry. Detroit Lions at Minnesota. Detroit, as we predicted, beat Minnesota in a close one. Minnesota fought hard, but Detroit just a little more firepower. Jahmyr Gibbs is nice.
Nice.
That Batman is nice, though. He's the truth. Philly, washed New York. Yo, is it time for them to just cut the Daniel? I don't know why they keep letting Daniel jump.
You do know why.
Yo, the thing is, Daniel Jones is like, he's a loser. He's a loser.
He's not a good quarterback. He doesn't see the field well. He doesn't read defenses. He's not a quick processor. He doesn't feel pressure. He doesn't do he's not accurate throwing the football. He doesn't do anything good. Anything. But because of the owner's love affair with him, it's like, I mean, and I don't know that they have a great backup option because Drew Lock came in and was looking like trash.
Trash, yeah.
When you choose him and pay him over Saquon for a couple $1 million, and then Saquon coming in could give y'all 200, but he like, no, I'm good.
And gave him 21 points. Saquon, I feel like, is responsible for 21 of the 28 points that Philadelphia scored. The Bama went ham. Dog.
But he was like, let the young guys play.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Philly whoop that. They whoop that. Get them. Whoop that. They fried the New York Giants, dog. Even with neighbors back. Vegas Raiders played Los Angeles Rams. Rams got them up out of there. It was a close one, but Rams ultimately prevailed. Carolina, as we talked about earlier, got washed by Washington. Dog, 40 burger. We averaging 40, Aaron. We might be the number one.
They gotta be the highest scoring offense in the league.
We gotta be the highest scoring offense in the league, dog. We got to be. Gotta be. If we not one, we gotta be number two.
No, they gotta be one. Ain't nobody putting up 40 like that.
Every week, only us. Kansas City at San Francisco. Dog, San Francisco in trouble. They lost Brandon Ayuk, ACL. They already had Chris McCaffrey out. They already had they got George Kittle sustained an injury. Debo Samuel, that Bama had the bird flu or something. That Bama couldn't even stand up. He was throwing up on the side, holding his mouth. He finished.
So they tied for one with Baltimore. Commanders and Baltimore both averaging 31.1 a
okay,
game.
that sounds right. That sounds about right. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Brock Purdy? People saying that he can't win when he don't have his players. I'm like, no, that's most players. When you take away the best talent, like, yeah, you're not.
Is way more steep with him. Mm-hmm. It's not just not having all the players. If you just take one of those players out of the mix, he falls all the way off a mountain. But we knew that. Like, the Shanahan's getting all the credit. So they like these guys that are like just average, below average, just the guy type people, and then have success with those kind of players. Like, they get off on that kind of like the adulation that comes with playing with inferior players. So what's going to happen is they're going to pay Purdy, and then you can't have the rest of the cast, and you're going to be stuck with the output you get when he doesn't have that entire cast. And Ayuk is out with a season-ending injury. CMC is always out, Mr. Glass. So it's just I expect it to be more the same. They're going to miss the playoffs this year.
Wow.
Yeah. And Shanahan won't get any of the blame. It'll be everything else, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they took a tough loss to the Chiefs. Chiefs just dominated. And the Chiefs.
I don't know how the spread was so like. How was the 49ers favorite? It's crazy to me.
Yeah. What we say? You said it was a hook spread anyway. When the San Francisco was favored -1.5, you were like, "That's funny business."
That's crazy. Yeah, put that on parlay immediately.
Yeah. So then we had New York Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now Russ surprised me. He came out there looking a little, then he just caught fire, and then it was a rap city in the basement for the New York Jets. And again, the New York Jets are finished.
Nothing gives you more joy.
Nothing. No, this is the thing. Nah, that's not true. I don't want him to be good. Aaron Rodgers annoys me because he gets all of the credit when things go right and none of the blame when things go wrong. Then the Bama sits and acts like he's like absolved from any accountability of anything that's happening on the team. When the Bama is personally responsible for the coach getting fired, Bama's personally responsible for all these different roster moves that's happening to the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? And then you're still just looking regular. And I mean, people can make all these excuses, but bro, every year we hear before the season starts, oh, the Jets got a squad, they got defense, they got top 5 defense, they got an offense. If Aaron Rodgers just stay healthy, these Bama's gonna be good. These Bama's gonna be doing this. They're gonna be some trash. That's what they're gonna be until kingdom come, because these Bama's there's no accountability in place. I don't care what profession you're in. I don't care. There always needs to be some level of accountability. You can't operate, your business can't operate the same way if you're not there to hold people accountable for decisions that's going on, misses in deadlines or executable actions and stuff like that. Like, it does not work. And they got a quarterback running the team. It's just not gonna work. And everybody was quick to slander Tomlin. because he making these different moves. This Bama's a genius, Aaron.
Everybody, every talking head was on the drill like, what is he doing? Such and such. You don't do this. You don't do this. And they went out there and smacked the Jets.
Smacked the Jets. Now you do these Bama's. I ain't even seen this ever work in the NFL before, but now he can just juggle whichever quarterback you want to put out there. It's gonna work. Crazy, bro. Monday night games. We had the 2 Monday night games. I love the 2 Monday night games, though, by the way. Baltimore at Tampa. Mike Evans get hurt. Just like, come on, dog. That Bama, he when he cooked, but he just can't stay healthy. I just whatever. But Baltimore whooped Tampa Bay. Lamar Jackson looking like the real MVP. It's basically his to lose. Unless he gets injured or something, fluke happens. But this Bama's cooking, dog. And they got the best running back in the league. And the Dallas Cowboys look like idiots, not trying to pursue Derrick Henry and get them on their roster.
We want to play hardball with that.
This Bama looks so dominant. He looks so dominant. This Bama has he's had like a 50-yard run in every game this year. So yeah, bro. The Baltimore Ravens is a problem.
And Todd Monken finally got himself together. I don't know what somebody said to him, but he finally figured it out.
No, it's easy. You just run, and then pass. No. That's it. And when you run like that, and you got Derrick Henry, the most scariest running back in the backfield, dog, it opens up everything. Everything. That Bama, what's his name, was so open last night in the end zone.
Rashad Bateman.
Rashad Bateman was wide open. What's his name? The tight end.
Andrews.
Andrews butt naked wide open. I'm like, bro, that's because the defense don't know what to do. They're like, oh, if I don't go ahead, like it's just, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Baltimore got a fake squad. They got a fake squad. If I was playing video games and playing Madden, that's what I would play with. Los Angeles Chargers at the Arizona Cardinals. This was a burner back and forth. Kyler Murray really did it with his legs in this one.
About to be over because that new Call of Duty about to come out.
Oh,
so they better get the W's in while they can.
Yeah, they better hurry up, bro. They better hurry up. Yeah, and those are our games for this week. We can go ahead and pivot into the Lock Factory.